Hi, everybody. Hello, blessed people. I come again with my undiluted message of the truth that bring about happiness, truth that bring about peace, joy, and the harmony, both in the family, the society, and the nation at large. I want to speak to another message which I title My Special Appeal to All Women all over the globe to help our men. There is a lot of things that is going on in the society we find ourselves. I'm talking about my home country, Nigeria. The country that have all it takes to be among the committee of nations of the world. One of the OPEC nations that don't supposed to suffer, that her citizens supposed to enjoy, but they are suffering almost everything you can think of. Talk about poverty is in an alarming rate. Talk about infrastructure decay. As a matter of fact, things are not functioning. Majority of people are suffering. That is one of the reasons our young girls are being taken to different crimes. If you visit all the police stations around you, you will be amazed the kind of reports coming from the security authorities about disappearance of our young girls ranging from 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and thereabouts. Most often, many are being slaughtered, used for rituals, whereas their parents are looking for them, missing daughters, missing children, every here and then. And when you inquire, you will discover that they are no more alive. Some of them, because of high tests, they want to meet up. There's early this year, I placed a sales lady wanted in my business organization. To my greatest surprise, more than 2 months, nobody applied. And when I was making inquiry, some said that young girls of these days, they don't want to work anymore. From even secondary school, they are going for hookup. How much are you going to pay? They are not getting outside. Some that managed to apply will be hearing the biggest amount, showing that they don't want to work. But these are the gears that are pushing our men to go into different crimes. They want only to be enjoying, sitting at home, browsing, chatting the whole world. They want easy lives. They don't want to be industrious. As a result, many are dying in great number. Many are being used for rituals. Because when you are working, you will be able to know the value of money. When you are working, you will be appreciative for the ones given to you by your parents or the siblings, uncles, and the friends are there. But when you are not working, no matter the amount given to you, you will not be satisfied. You will not know how difficult it is to make money. You may think that 10,000 naira is easy for you to make. 100,000, 1 million naira, and so forth. So encourage your daughters, encourage your young ones, encourage your children, your siblings to be hardworking. As a matter of fact, if you're a man listening to me this morning, hearing the sound of my voice, make sure that your children, especially the young ones, are working. If they are out of school, make sure that they work. If they are still in school, engage them with different skills. From school, they learn a lot of skills: carpentry, fashion designer, electronic stuff, and one engagement or the other. Don't leave them idle. When you leave them idle, they will be full of high taste. The grace for money these days is so alarming. As a human rights activist, I move around. The report I am getting from different stations, different departments of security outfit, they are alarming. So many of your children, you mothers, are being used for rituals. Why are you encouraging them? If you are not the one generating them, why can't you stop them? They are under your roof. You can imagine your daughter is using a phone above 500,000, whereas you are using a phone below 50,000 or 100,000 naira. But your own daughter that is not working is using phone 300,000, and you allow them to hoodwink you that this is this, that. Why can't sometimes even what they are bringing in the house, they pack a lot of food stuff from different places to your house. You don't ask questions. Even you as a mother, you partake eating those stuffs without questioning them. You see your daughters living large than you, living large, like Dangote children, like Otedola children, like Ibeto children. You don't ask questions. They are using a phones that is very costly. You don't ask questions. They are putting up costly materials. You don't ask questions. Tomorrow you'll be saying, the children of these days, they don't listen. They don't listen to their parents. But you are the cause. You did not start on time. And that is why you see so many of them, they don't want to settle down if it's not the high class. They are looking for high class husbands, but they are not high class ladies, because they are living a high class life without any tangible income, whereas they are not working. Even those that are working, they are using their job as a cover up. They are being paid below 100K. You can see the NSC protesting 60,000 naira minimum wage. That is what we are talking about. Whereas some people are not even paid up to 100K, but they are living lifestyle of those that are receiving million naira salary. You don't care. You don't. The duty as a parents are animals. They are great. You must bend down to watch over your children. If your children are not responsible, who is to blame? If your child are into crime, into Yahoo, into fraudulent business, who is to blame? If your daughter is into Yahoo or hookup, who is to blame? They are your children. Because you have a responsibility to watch over your children, both male and female. It may interest you that all these people that are well to do in the society, their children are responsible. Their children are not using all these stuffs, except corrupt politicians that have messed up the country. If you listen to P2P during last year, different speeches, you will hear a lot of things about his children. Even as a governor, he could not give even a car to his wife, to his children. They work and raise money to buy their phones, to buy their cars. That is how a responsible father behave. Even if you have money, you are giving your children everything they demand. How do you want them to be useful? You must allow them to work to make their own money. So when they are buying, spending 200,000 naira or 500k for a phone, they might have sweat for it. And when they purchase such a thing, they will use it judiciously. They will not toy with it. I know what I'm talking about. Especially the mothers. Sometimes you allow your daughters to manipulate you, telling you all sort of stuff. But you grew up through that age. You know what they're up to. You allow them to live a loose lives. Do you know how many of them are being wasted, are being slaughtered? Some are in the village, they want to come to Aba city. They left their rural areas to Aba city to meet who? You don't care who they are meeting. They end up with a wanted pregnancy. They end up aborting 3 children only to get married. They can have an issue. I begin to cry. By the time you step out of your domain, you don't care where she was going. Who are you fooling? I beg you, it is a special appeal to all mothers. Watch over your children, especially your daughters. Do not allow them to slip away from your hands. If not, you are going to regret later. And heaven will ask you questions about those children. Remember, life is too precious. And the life must live according to the rules. If you don't know, there's rule in this life. There's rule and engagement about the process of life. If you don't follow that process, the child will be a spoiled child. The child will be nuisance to the society, nuisance to the family, nuisance to everywhere. And your name will be recorded as a worst father, as a worst mother. Today, you begin to hear, I don't want people to laugh at me. I don't want to be put to shame. But you are there, allowing your children to put you to shame through their lifestyle that you never rebuke, through their lifestyle you never care about, through their lifestyle you don't even concentrate. But you are shouting, it's not my portion, it's not my portion, it's not my. If it's not your portion, whose portion will it be? When you are not doing your duty, you are not responsible as a mother, as a father. Wake up! The society is thinking. The society is so terrible because of these horrible children coming from different families. Why must he be a Yahoo boy coming from your house? Why must he be a hookup guest coming from your house? Why must he be a fraudster coming from your house? Why must he be a wicked monsters, vampires coming from your house? These are things that bring shame. These are things that bring disgrace. You see these children die before their time. Some of them disappear mysteriously. 2 years, 3 years, they are nowhere to be found. They are dead if you don't know. Stand up as a good parent, as a good mother. And as a good mother, try your best to raise them. If they refuse, report to those that are concerned. Your kinsmen are there. Even the village head, the township, they have the authorities to report. They will help you. Don't fold your hands and allow these daughters of yours, these precious angels, to be wasted away. Don't fold your hand and say, I have tried my best. Your best is not enough when they are not doing well. Your best is not enough when things are going wrong. Your best is not enough when all is not well. As a major prophet, I appeal to you. help humanity. We need so many good daughters, good angels for the world peace, for the good of society. I bless you. May God Almighty be your support. Remain blessed until I come your way again tomorrow.